Evening, everyone. A robbery call in Indianapolis is a homicide investigation tonight. Police found a man dead inside his own home.
Yes, the home is in the Emerald Highlands subdivision off Bluff Road near Southport Road. That's where we find 24-hour News 8's Elizabeth Choi. Elizabeth, we hear there are two scenes in this neighborhood.
Yeah, that's correct, Brenna. Behind me is where police discovered the man in his own home dead. But that's just crime scene number one. There was a second location that police secured, and they hope to have found some substantial evidence there. At least that's what neighbors are hoping. The housekeeper shows up for work Friday morning. On the outside, things seem normal. But all of that changes once she steps foot through the door.
She just observed a disturbance inside, that the house was disturbed on her entry into it, so she backed out of the house and called the police. Police
arrived and found the homeowner dead. They say he suffered trauma to the body but would not elaborate. Things had been taken from his home, including his vehicle, a 2008 dark-colored Hummer. Within the hour, police found it in the same subdivision a street over.
Yeah, that's the street I live on. It's been there a few days. We really hadn't thought anything about it.
Another homeowner who didn't want to be identified also added they've seen the Hummer there for a while.
I thought it might have been a visitor. Do I call the police? I don't know that I go do that, but I thought it was odd. That Hummer's been there a while. So how long has that poor guy's been in his house?
Police didn't say how long they thought the man had been dead or why his vehicle was seemingly abandoned nearby. But they did spend the afternoon searching the Hummer and the second scene.
This is a nice community and we want to keep it that way.
Neighbors agree, but today there was a little extra caution in their daily routines.
Because I don't really know that much. It does make you kind of wonder, but you know, I mean, things can happen anywhere. But you really don't want it to happen in your own backyard.
Now, at this time, the coroner's office have not released the man's identity pending family notification. As far as surveillance, police are asking neighbors if you have surveillance video to contact them, and you can do that by calling Crime Stoppers. That number, area code 317-262-TIPS. And police believe the man lived in the home by himself.
Elizabeth, before we let you go, quick question. Do police know when the victim was last seen?
At this time, Phil, police aren't sure when he was last seen. However, I did speak with a neighbor, a next-door neighbor, actually. He tells me that on Monday, the man didn't take his trash out. He says that's very unusual for his neighbor. Again, though, you have to remember, still very early on in this investigation. Still on the scene, we have police and the crime scene unit. They've been collecting evidence all day, trying to talk to people who are connected to this. And again, can't emphasize this enough. If you have any information that could help police in this investigation, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number is area code 317-262-TIPS.